Hello, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to episode 43 of Ace Attorney Investigations. Last time, we basically were cross-examining Shin-na, and on the grounds of basically her being the real murderer, and we are continuing our cross-examination of her. And okay, my video is all constant. Okay, no issues, good. Not doing everything over again. Well, aren't we full of ourselves standing there insulting his voice? Oh, we also discovered that Shin-na is actually you. So anyways, yeah, big plot twist. Sorry, I almost forgot to mention that. You'd better not be insulting insinuating that my men are incompetent, Mr. Prosecutor. They're not all gumshoe. I'd never do that. However, it doesn't change the fact that I did overlook something. I'd like for you to take a look at this length of wire. And what exactly is that supposed to mean? A length of wire. Seeing one in a clock is a sign of 7 years of neither good nor bad luck in Zhangfa. A length of wire. So what about it? I'll tell you what. We found this in the Baddass embassy not long ago. What? And we found it wound up inside the grandfather clock in Mr. Cochran's office. You found that at the scene of Mr. Cochran's murder? But this wire... Damn it, no, I'm taking... Oh, so now you're stealing my lines, Mr. Prosecutor? You forged the evidence, you steal away the truth, and you're stealing my voice? But this wire wasn't all we found. We found another important thing. There's more. In Mr. Cochran's office, there were signs that someone had burned counterfeit bills in there. What in the... Ah! That evidence was something you found out through that girl's machine, right? So what if it was? That's what I thought. But unfortunately for you, a recreation made by a machine is hardly concrete proof. Among the ashes you found in the room, did you happen to find any counterfeit bills? No. You see? So there was nothing in that office, nothing you could call evidence anyways. I'm sorry, but it seems that but I seem to have given you the wrong impression. How so? I don't recall saying that I was presenting evidence of any sort, but rather I was pointing out that your investigation was incomplete, and that this throws down the purity of your investigation into the Yatagarasu. You still suspect me, I see. Alright then, I ask that you point out which part of my investigation was incomplete. The other Interpol agents worked under the command of Agent Shin-na, and it is not possible that the reason the person K was chasing chose the 3rd floor was because that person knew there would be no other agents on that floor. Furthermore, we've come to see that Agent Shin-na was only pretending to be investigating the Yatagarasu to the point of arresting K. In that case, there is one location that no one has yet to inspect. Your team's investigation was incomplete because they failed to inspect this location. The location, Agent Shin-na, is of course the room you had claimed to have examined. I believe the room next to Mr. Cochran's office warrants a thorough inspection. Even if you do that, I doubt you'll find anything of use to you in there. I'll be the one to decide that. Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir, I'm on it. I'll be right back after check out the room next to the office.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth! Do you really think that Shin-na's the Yatagarasu?
Yes, if my logic is sound, I believe she is.
Then I'm not gonna let her get away with ruining the name of the Yatagarasu!
But can you prove that she is the Yatagarasu in question? If Detective Gumshoe can find what I'm hoping he will find, then I should be able to. And just what are you hoping he'll find? Let's just say this. I had Detective Gumshoe do a little experiment for me earlier. An experiment as if that detective has the brains for high science. It wasn't that mentally taxing. I am using the same escape as the Yatagarasu. It was more like the mouse in the cheese maze sort of thing. And what did you find out by doing that? First, that it's possible for a person to fit through the revolving wall door. Second, that by going through that, this coat was covered in ash and Baddass ink. Who cares that what his coat was covered in? It's not worth that much anyways. But is it really worth so little? I believe that it's actually quite a meaningful result. That the value which I'm about to prove. Miss Edgeworth, I found some things you really need to see, Zoe! Oh, so what are these things that you found? I found a dollar! It was just lying on the floor! Some makeup, a coat, and a pair of shoes, Zoe!
You found a coat? You Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth, maybe it's the one the person I was chasing was wearing.
Yes, the possibility does exist. Hey, Shina, where were these pieces of evidence not in that room when you examined it?
Unfortunately for you, those aren't suspicious items of any sort.
They all belong to me. They were getting in the way, so I stored them in that room. Oh! Thank you for bringing them to me. It saves me a trip. May I have them back now? These items that the detective brought back are incredibly significant. I request that we be allowed to examine them. They're my personal belongings, so you have no right to touch them without my permission. I wish to examine them for the sake of the investigation. If you wish to deny us access to them, Agent Lang, let's hear your opinion on this. I say let them look at your stuff, Shin-na. Lang. Shin-na, let's play it all in the open. If you're really innocent, then you have nothing to worry about, right? I guess so. Alright, go ahead and examine whatever you'd like. After all, I have nothing to hide. Good, now let's begin. So which one of Agent Shin-na's belongings are you going to examine? So which of Agent Shin-na's belongings are you going to examine, sir? Her shoes, of course! No, we're going to examine the coat. Let's examine the coat. Yes, sir! It appears you managed to stain your coat rather badly. Agent Shin-na? The Yatagarasu case was wearing a coat, and I'm beginning to wonder if this stain wasn't created when you went through the fireplace. Aha! No, you have it wrong. The soot probably got on my coat when I was helping the police put out the fire. And what about this dark substance around the hem of your coat? Oh, I didn't realize that the hem was that dirty. I'm sure it's just some water mixed in with soap when I was helping them with the fire.
I don't think so. You can't get away with such a transparent lie.
Yeah, don't lie, pal. The same pattern that dirt that got on my coat when I went through the fireplace.
Here words ring hollow in the absence of evidence, you know. So unless you can prove that the dirt on my coat is from the fireplace. Which I can. What? How? You did a great job, Detective, haven't you?
Me, sorry. What did I do?
This coat. This is the exact of the piece of evidence I was searching for. I had been hoping to find the coat that the person K saw was wearing. And thanks to you, we proved that going through the fireplace was solely a coat.
I don't quite get what you were saying, but I'm happy for the praise, sorry.
All that remains is for us to show what the dark substance in the coat helm is. Oh, and you think you can do that? Of course I can. This is the dark substance that's solely the hem of this coat. Baddass ink. But Baddass ink? Yes, this is what will prove that the coat went through the fireplace. According to the Ambassador Baddass, he burned some fires in the fireplace this morning. You told us about that already, so I don't really see the point of mentioning again. My point is that he spilled some ink onto the back wall of the fireplace at that time. If the dark substance on this coat turns out to be Baddass ink, it would prove that you and this coat went through the wrong fireplace wall. Sorry to have clipped one of your wings, Yatagarasu, but we're not finished yet. But you have no way of proving whether or not this is Baddass ink on the coat's hem. Oh, but I do, and I intend to show that it is ink in a few seconds. How? You ask well since you don't seem to know. Allow me to show you. This is how I will prove that the dark substance on the coat is ink. Burn the coat! Wear the coat! We can find out whether that is Baddass ink or not by lighting it on fire. That is how you're going to prove that it's Baddass ink? Yes, if you could please cut a section of the dark stained area for me, I'd appreciate it. Because I will show you here and now what the dark substance is. Shin-na, sorry to do this, but I'm going to have to cut off a bit of your coat. Go ahead, I wasn't planning to wear it anymore anyways. Now then, if someone could loan me a lighter or something.
Oh, I've got some matches. I always carry them with me so I can light smoke bombs.
Then, if I could please have one, Kay, we can get this experiment underway.
Okay.
Kay hands Edge with the smoke bomb. Not the smoke bomb, Kay! This flame! It's the same color as the flame's wick crystal oil produces, which means Baddass ink is a product of wick crystal oil, and when lit, the ink produces a green flame. I believe the time has come to clip the Yagarasu's other wing.
Shin-na, you're the fake Yatagarasu. Don't you kill my father.
It's about time you came clean, Agent Shin-na, or shall I say, Callisto you. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, you're not serious, are you? Do I look like the joking type to you?
Callisto you.
I've never heard of that name before in my life. The matter speaking, and that attitude, you haven't changed a bit in 7 years.
You're the defense attorney that killed Mr. Faraday and then tried to frame me for it!
Oh, really? And you have proof? You insist that I am this Callisto Yew woman, but you can't prove it. If you have no proof, then I'm afraid you won't be able to lay a single finger on me. The raven is a very unique bird, one that flies by the darkness of night. However, the light of dawn has arrived, and it will reveal your true ugly form to the world. Enough poetry. I want to see some evidence. Do you really have something that can prove that she is Callisto Yew? I do. It's something that the second Yagarasu has preserved for us for these last 7 years.
Do the honors, Mr. Edgeworth.
I will, K4. We have finally come to the end. We'll prove her to be Callisto Yew with this, and clip the Yagarasu's wings for good. Perfume. This perfume! This will prove you to be Callisto Yew! It will. Kay has preserved it perfectly for us. Surely you remember the ball. Kay has been traveling. Kay preserved it perfectly for 7 years. This 10-year-old girl was preserving it for 7 years. It didn't get a single smudge or anything on it. She was keeping the bottle perfectly. Thinking she had a cryogenic chamber that she was freezing it in. Well, when she was moving to her mother's relatives, was she basically like toting it on her back? Like just Kronos and the temple of the box. This belonged to Miss Yew just before she disappeared 7 years ago. Actually, this means a few of her fingerprints are on here as well.
That's the bottle of perfume you spilled, which I have preserved ever since. I heard from my father, Bernd Faraday, that if stored under the right conditions, a fingerprint can be preserved for decades, which means that your fingerprints are still on here, every last one.
We can clear everything up if we were to compare the prints on this to your own. Now come, Agent Shin-na, will you submit yourself to a fingerprint test?
It looks like you've seen my doom here again. You're sending the mission down my spine, Edgeworth.
Callisto, you! So you've shown your true face at last.
Eat this thing of thrill. It's even greater than that time 7 years ago.
Gina, you're... Lang, I really enjoyed our ties together.
You're an insanely strong, nice, kind-hearted idiot of a man.
So you were a spy all along? A mole sent by the smuggling ring I've been chasing after?
God damn right, I've been sending all your business cards to them.
So that's why they had...
And then the leader, he put them down and rubbed them all over his eyes, and then he sent them right back.
So that's why they had that smell. Someone who's been feeding them intel from Interpol all this time.
Very good. Maybe you're not as big an idiot as I thought. Callisto Yew, the woman who killed my father 7 years ago. You're her, aren't you? The fake Yagarasu.
That's right, Callisto Yew. That's just one of my many names. But even that was just a facade. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am the great theYatagarasu. Callisto Yew, this time you won't escape. Well, this is the end of the road for you. Now come along quietly. You know you're not the one. You're the one who left the strongest impression on me, K. Faraday. And had you not used the Yagarasu's gadgets, I might have never known who you were. But here you are, being the thorn in my side, just like your father always was. K, don't!
You, I'll never forgive you for what you did to my father. You really are just like him.
Mr. Faraday too possess such laughable honesty. I've got a gun, B! I always carry the gun! K!
Oh, you look okay right now, pal!
You despicable!
Let go of me, you filthy!
You think I'm a fake, don't you? Well, unfortunately for you, I'm the real Yatagarasu.
Doesn't matter, my father was the one who created Little Thief.
Hi, Edgeworth! The Yagarasu has 3 legs. Do you know why that is? Why it has 3 legs? There are 3 main reasons why the Yagarasu will always be one step ahead. First, the Yagarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. Second, the Yagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. No, it can't be!
Did you finally figure out till you finally know the real identity of the Yatagarasu?
Real identity of the Yatagarasu is neither person. It was a triad. The real identity of the Yatagarasu is neither Faraday nor Callisto Yew, but by the same token, they are both the real Yatagarasu. How very perceptive of you.
No way!
The single person known as the Great TheYatagarasu never existed.
Mr. Edgeworth, I refuse to believe this.
The Yatagarasu is known to have 3 special skills. Skill number 1. The Yatagarasu always knows the exact location of the target object. And CzarThwomp's Adobe Flash Reader is always searching for him. There we go. That's a good one. And a lawyer would have the opportunity to learn the layout of a client's corporation. And is CzarThwomp's thing still working? Good, it is. Good. Skill number 2. The Yatagarasu always knows exactly how to disarm the security system. And a good prosecutor would be very well versed in the ways of a criminal. I'll use a bat on it. Yeah, that was Burn's thing. He was like, okay, Burn, how are we going to get into this security system? Easy, hit it with a bat. And then Burn just hits it with a bat. That's his strategy every time. Are you sure there's no other strategy, Burn? And what other strategy you need other than the bat? And skill number 3. The Yatagarasu doesn't leave a single shred of evidence behind. Ever. That's right! We get bad being Detective Baddass! Detective Bad! That's right. I'm here to pop a cap in this bee's ass and chew bubblegum. And I'm all out of bubblegum. Yes, I had to have a catchy one-liner. Yeah, I love how just he comes in all badass with that theme, just with a gun, nonchalantly. It was only natural for the Yatagarasu to never leave evidence behind. But I can't believe Bad was just waiting all that time. Was he waiting for Edgeworth to do like that cue? Was he just waiting for that epic line? He was like, I don't care if Kay dies. I have to get my catchy line out. I've been practicing this in my apartment for 7 years. Because the lead detective on the case hid it all away. He hid it under his mattress. You're the third member of the Yatagarasu! You. I've been looking for you for a long time. 7 long years, but I finally got you. Why, Mr. Bad, long time no see. What happened to us? We used to be such a great team. You killed Burn. That's what happened. If
you were such a great team, then why did you kill my father 7 years ago?
Why, indeed. It was nothing personal, Ray. He was just another person I had to kill.
How can you say that?
I grow weary this, and it's about time for everything to come to an end. And this time I won't miss. Stop! You. Hey! It's over, Shin-na.
Your leg!
Yes, Lang just takes a bullet to apprehend Shin-na. To apprehend you. Agent Lang! That's right, I'm taking this opportunity. She's weakened, I can have my way. You idiot. What were you thinking, jumping around my gun like that? Simple! She's weakened and I can do things to her that she can't fight against. What are you risking your life for? I'm sorry, Detective Bad, but no matter what sort of past she may have had, or even if she is a spy, it doesn't change the fact that she is my subordinate. And as long as she is, I can't allow any harm to come of her, not even from you. You really are an idiot! You know that! You bloody git! Huh. And that's fine with me. You should know by now that this is just how I am. Hey sis, I'm gonna have multiple poses at once. I'm sneering this one photo, and now I'm automatically soaking this other. Hey, yes? I want you to conduct a full body search. Shin-na might have another weapon on her. Alright, Detective Gumshoe, your assistance, please. Sorry! Finally! I don't have to pat down a guy! Hey, I found something! What is this? Sorry, it looks like the blade of a knife, but it doesn't have a handle. This is a great find, Detective. Huh, it is? Let's try pairing up this blade with the handle. Where's the handle? Where's the freaking handle? Oh, there it is. Ollie's knife handle. I believe this blade actually belongs with this handle that was... with the handle that was on the murder weapon. Hey, they fit together perfectly! This blade must have been taken from the crime scene when the knife handles were switched. I'm gonna return this to Bobley's knife now. Alright, I trust that you will make sure that it's returned to Ambassador Pariano. Bobley's knife handle given to Detective Gumshoe. Given to Detective Gumshoe. I believe this makes it perfectly clear who did it. Courtesy to you. For the only time the handles could have been switched is just after Mr. Cochrane's murder. which means that you must have been Mr. Cochrane's killer. You killed Mr. Cochrane with the Adamashian knife, switched the handles, and then took the original blade to the Baddass knife with you. Later, you allowed yourself to be spoiled by Cade near the open-air stage. You used the fire blade to lose her, and then you went back to accuse her for the murder. Does that about sum it up?
You craft an engaging claim, Mr. Edgeworth, but there are two problems with it.
Problems? In what respect?
Why do you think my real reason was allowing her to chase after me? It was also I could capture Kay Faraday. What?
When I saw you using that device at Gatewaterland, I knew right away that you were Baron Faraday's daughter. Not the fact that your name is, that you share his last name, his hair colour, the fact you wear that giant raven brooch on your lapel. I just knew from little thief alone. I became curious, so I researched a little into your background. That's how I found out that you were on the trail of the theYatagarasu.
So that's why you tried to pin Mr. Cochrane's murder on me?
Yes, I knew you would show up at the embassy tonight, so I thought to use you. Pinning the murder on you wasn't my only goal.
You had another?
Yes, once I had you under arrest, I had planned to search you and take back the device that rightfully belonged to me, the true Yatagarasu.
You were gonna take little thief away from me?
And I was going to sell him on eBay. 7 years ago, it was thanks to that device that man was able to infiltrate this place. But he stole more than he should have. I had a tough time recovering that precious key. And the person who stole the Yatagarasu key was Mr. Faraday. That incident 7 years ago. What was that was the catalyst behind it? In the eyes of the smuggler ring, the Yatagarasu was becoming a bit of a problem. It wasn't an especially pleasant assignment. Then why? Why did you become a member of the Yatagarasu? Why? There's no why. I was destined to betray everyone from the very beginning. From the beginning? What is that supposed to mean? The person I take orders from hasn't changed, even now to this day. Does this mean that the leader of the smuggling ring was Mr. Cochrane? Then the real leader is still out there pulling the strings. Sorry, I had a little nudge on my fingernail. Had to get that edge away. Are you done asking what you need to know? Because if so, we should probably get going. Are you going to tell me everything you did tonight, or do you understand, Shin-na? I guess I should tell you then. But that I was the one who set the Baddass embassy on fire. And why did you do that? I suppose it was to destroy all evidence of the counterfeit bills. That was what the smuggling ring was trying to do. But then why start two fires? Sorry, but I can't tell you anything about the ring. It's your job to complete your investigation after all. I've had my fun, now it's your turn to enjoy the ride.
Wait, I mean Miss Shin-na.
Yes?
When I fell on the floor earlier, I felt these fell at my feet.
What about them?
There's the 3 hair sticks. I thought, well, I should return them to you.
You can have them. They're no use to me anymore. If you don't want them, you can always just throw them away.
No, I don't want to keep them.
Suit yourself. Oh, that's right. I almost forgot Edgeworth. About the second problem I had with your story. I didn't kill anyone tonight. What? I'm not saying that as a sore loser. Think of it as a hint, if you will. Mr. Prosecutor? Yes, Agent Lang. Mark my words, I'm not done here, and I'll be back. And it's got nothing to do with duty or anything, but because this has become my personal case. I may have been shot, but I'll show you just how dangerous a wounded wolf can be. His anger appears to have been negated, seems to have negated the sensation of pain in his injured leg. But then again, considering Manfred was able to hide a bullet wound for 15 years, I'm pretty sure that just bullets are like nothing in the Ace Attorney universe. It's like the equivalent of getting pricked by a pin. It's over, Kay.
I feel like I peered into her heart a little, you know? It's so cold and dark and incredibly lonely. The person who was giving her all these commands. The one who thought my father was a problem to be removed.
That person is the real ringleader behind the smuggling ring.
Mr. Edgeworth, I have a favor to ask. Can you hold on to these hair sticks for me? They're really pretty, just like the ones that they were selling at the Jammin' Ninja show. Until the case is over, I don't think I can look at them without being overcome.
I understand. I'll take good care of them for you. There's a bit of soil stuck to the end of these sticks.
Oh, I guess it's that time already, huh?
So it's midnight, the dawn of another day.
Hey, Bobs! Thanks a bunch. You've really done a lot for everyone all these years.
Detective Bob, don't tell me today's the day.
Yeah, it is. With this, I can finally retire in peace. It was down to the wire, and we almost didn't make it. But we did it. We solved everything.
But that's just it. We haven't solved everything yet. The ringleader of the smuggling ring, the ring you, the Yatagarasu, were chasing after.
The legend of that Yatagarasu is now over. Mr. Edgeworth, that bit of logic earlier, it was brilliant. I feel like I can leave it all in your hands. I'm counting on you.
Is that really true, Uncle Bad? Were you also part of the Yatagarasu?
We'll answer that next episode. Anyways, I really appreciate that you stick around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer. If you come back for the next one, if you like the video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want. And with that, I'll see you later. Bye.